Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me video. I have been getting more requests lately to do get ready with me videos to talk about beauty and makeup, and that is simply music to my ears because I love fragrance, I love body care, I love self-care. I always will, I always have, but when it comes to makeup, when it comes to skincare, I feel like that's just something that has been in me since I was a little girl. I just love it so much. It's like therapy to me. I love it. It's relaxing. I love to try new products. I love to test them out. I wish that I could do way more makeup videos. So maybe with time, we can start incorporating more makeup into the channel. I love to give my thoughts on the products. So today we're going to be trying some new makeup, some makeup that I've had in my collection that I just wanted to get to know better, products that I've had questions about in the past I also put in here. So I'm going to be talking about the products, giving little reviews on each product. So with that said, if you're interested in how I achieved today's very beautiful and glowy makeup look, just keep on watching. I have so much new product to share with you guys. Okay, so I already have my eyebrows done. I also put on a little bit of the Rhode Glazing Milk, which was featured in my favorites video, and that is what's giving me the glow that you see, but it is not sticky one bit. So this is literally how my face looks dry. Like it's already dried down, it's sunk into the skin, and this is the look that this gives to the skin. So that's why so many people are so in love with that. Now, I did receive one from Thayers, which I did go through an entire one of these. I felt like I wasn't completely in love with this one, but then again, I feel like I wasn't paying as much attention to my skincare as I do now. So I want to put a little bit of this one on today because I was using this in the morning, but I've never tried to use it for like makeup prep. So this one is the Thayers Hydrating Milky Toner. It has snow mushroom and hyaluronic acid. It claims to cushion, smooth, and prep skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put a little bit onto my hand. It almost reminds me of the same scent as the Rhode Glazing Milk. Yes, this might be like a dupe. If you want to find something that's more affordable, this one's definitely very similar in consistency to the Glazing Milk, and it feels on the skin. So I'm just putting a little bit of this now while I do some eye makeup. A little tip that I want to give you guys. I want to give as many tips as I can when I'm doing these makeup videos. I like to put skin prep products while I'm still working on my eye makeup so that they can fully sink into the skin, dry down, and that really reduces the pilling, which I know a lot of people have that problem a lot when it comes to makeup and skincare. Is pilling is like when it turns into like little balls on your skin and it looks like that skin on your, or like glue, kind of like when glue dries down. So the way that I avoid that is by giving my skincare some time to sink in before I go in with face makeup. So this feels great on the skin, and again, it feels like it just sunk into the skin. So very good products right there. If you're looking for a more affordable option, the Thayers is just so easy to run into a Walmart, to order on Amazon, and it is more affordable. So definitely check that out. So now I want to use these two products here, which I've had in my collection for a minute. I have used them before, but I want to see what they do when it comes to skin prep for makeup, because I was reading more on these. The eye cream claims to sit perfectly underneath your makeup. So I definitely just want to prep with this today. So I'm going to go in with the Ulla Henriksen Banana Bright Instant Glow Moisturizer. So first I'm going to go in with the moisturizer, and this is supposed to have like a luminous finish to it, like a glowy, radiant look to the skin. And you can definitely see it even by looking at the cream. You can kind of see like little gold shimmers. My skin is doing much better from the retinol crisis that I went through. I didn't stop using retinol, I just changed the retinol that I'm using, and the one that I'm using right now, which is from Glow Recipe, has not done that to me. So the one that comes in the purple bottle, that one has not given me any bad reactions. So I want to see how effective it is. So I'll keep using that one. I'm going to go in with the Banana Bright Eye Cream next. And this one I did use in the mornings, but I want to try it out underneath makeup. I have been getting horrible under eye darkness, but I also have just been stressed. Good stress, but stressed. So that's probably what it is. Feels great on the skin and it gives a really, really nice glow. Sometimes I have people ask me in the comment section, why do you look so shiny, or why does your face look so greasy? The reason why it looks like this is because this is the way that you want to prep your skin if you have dry skin. If you have oily skin, you don't need to look so glowy, because I know you're gonna look glowy in probably less than an hour. But if you are dry like me, we need this dewiness, this luminosity, so that the makeup can go on smoothly, and then you set it with powder and it's going to look beautiful. You're not going to look like this all day. So for the eyes, I don't have anything new, so I'm just going to do something really quickly. I do kind of want to use a little bit of shimmer, so I pulled out my Patrick Ta Make It Major multi-dimensional eye topper, even though this is not currently being sold because it was limited edition. And I also took out my ColourPop Frog Super Shock Shadow, and this eyeshadow is so pretty. Very, very beautiful shimmery shade. And I already put on a little bit of the One Size Beauty Turn Up the Base concealer on my eyelids so that they can have a base to stick to. And I'm going to go in first with some type of eyeshadow palette. So I also pulled out my Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow palettes, and I think I want to go in with this one, which looks so beat up because it came broken in the mail. So I had to press these shadows back on there, but this is the Stagger Eyes palette. So I am going to go in with this shade right here on the crease with a fluffy brush. This is usually what I do for my eye makeup. I keep it very simple. Sometimes I do more complicated eye looks, but for the most part, I pick a crease color, which is the color that's going to be your transition shade, with a fluffy brush. Just messily, I just put that everywhere because I am going to clean this edge once I'm done. I just make sure that everything is blended, that there's no harsh lines, and kind of pull outwards so that you can kind of pull your eye out and lift the face as well. So I always do one of these shades, a deeper shade to go in the outer V, and then whatever glittery or colorful or really pretty eyeshadow I want in the inner corner, and you have yourself a really nice look that looks like it took a super long time, but it really doesn't. Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows, they're a little pricey, but I just never have a hard time with her shadows. They blend in, they don't take long to apply. I'm just gonna take that same eyeshadow with a smaller brush and then just use that one as the one that I'm gonna put right here in the outer corner. I hope you all had a beautiful Easter. I enjoyed my Easter so much, and we took our girls to watch King of Kings. Such a beautiful movie. I'm so happy that we did that. I literally took tissues in my purse because I already know myself. I was crying from the beginning of the movie because I cannot see anything with Jesus because it just makes me just get emotional. So I was just crying the whole time. But that movie is so beautiful, especially if you have little kids. It's easier for them to understand because I've told them myself, like I've read books to them and we explain to them, but I feel like the movie really helps to bring it to life, and it was so beautiful and we loved it. So it was a very nice family Sunday for us. So yeah, I'm just using this shadow. That's it from this palette. I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to go in with the ColourPop one because you can pick this one up. This one you're not going to be able to get. I like to use really small, tiny brushes for these types of shadows because they will pack them on much better. So I'm going to put this on the inner corner of the eye. And this one has like different color reflex. Ooh, that is so beautiful. This is my favorite type of eyeshadow look. Just simple, sparkly, because I just love sparkly things. Easy and quick. Look how beautiful that shimmer is. I love shopping my stash for makeup. I know that this video is titled Trying New Makeup, but I love to shop my collection because I hadn't picked up this eyeshadow I think since I got it. Just seeing how beautiful it is, I love to enjoy the things that I already have. So definitely recommend these if you're looking for shimmery, sparkly shades, and they're very easy to work with and very beautiful. Okay, now that we're done with the eye makeup, I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes, and I'm going to talk about a few mascaras. So I have 3 mascaras that have been recently released. So I have the Makeup by Mario Master Mascara. I have the House Labs Be Structural Volumizing and Lengthening Mascara, and the Armani Beauty Vertical Lift mascara. So out of these three, I would say my number one pick is the Armani one. It would be the House Labs one, but I have a little issue with this one that I am going to test out today. That's the reason why I'm going to use it today. So I'm going to do these two. The Makeup by Mario, if you're curious on how this applies, I do have a lot of shorts over on the same channel, just on the shorts section. I do show me wearing this mascara also on my Instagram, on my TikTok. I'm gonna put all my info on the screen, but I am gonna play with these two today on the video. So I'm gonna curl my lashes first using my Shiseido eyelash curler. The House Labs one says that it is volumizing and lengthening. This formula, I did notice, is much drier than the other two that I mentioned, which I typically, it typically works for my lashes. I love the way this looks on my lashes, and I'm gonna show you guys how beautiful this mascara is. But I noticed that the day that I was trying this out, my eyes were burning so bad. And I don't know if it was maybe allergies or if it was the actual mascara. So I'm only going to put it on this eye today. If you like more dry mascaras, this is your girl. It's not too wet, and I feel like it won't weigh your lashes down if you curl them. It does not clump either. And it really makes the lashes just stand out, because that's just one coat. It's so pretty. I love this mascara so much. Look at that. I can keep building up on it. So we'll see. I'm going to pay attention today to see if my eyes get watery or if they burn. But yeah, the mascara itself is really nice. I'm actually going to do a second coat, but just a little bit. I don't want it to start clumping. It's a very dark mascara. It will make your eyes stand out for sure. Like if you don't want to put on any falsies, that is good enough. I feel like you don't even need falsies with this mascara. We shall see. I hope it doesn't start burning. And then now I'm going to put the Armani one on the other eye, because this one, I forgot to mention. A lot of the products I have tried because I am doing content over on TikTok and Instagram. So it's kind of hard to share first impressions when I'm really trying to put content, like beauty content, on those platforms. But I still want to talk to you about these, and they're new and I'm still getting to know them. So the brush for the Armani one is definitely, I forgot to show you the two brushes. Here is the House Labs on this side and the Armani one. Very different brushes. This one has a very unique shape. It's almost like an hourglass shape, drier formula, and the bristles are more of that brush bristles. This one looks like it's more of like a plasticky type of bristle. This mascara I have worn out. It does not flake on me, and it's beautiful, and it makes my lashes look super long and beautiful. And you can do one coat and keep them a little more, like, they're lengthened, but they're not gonna have a crazy amount of volume. But you can add another coat and build it up, and it looks so good. Here's one coat of the Armani one. I'm gonna do the second coat on the Armani side, and this is where it gets very dark, very beautiful. So Armani side and House Lab side, let me know which one you guys prefer. I did notice this one is kind of giving me more of like a cat eye effect. This one is definitely coming out very pretty. Both of them I really love, and so far I'm not feeling anything on my eye with the House Labs one. We shall see as I wear them. I think I am going to put some lashes though, so I am going to put on the velour lashes, and these are the plant fiber lashes. I always share this trick, but since I've been getting a lot more of you guys that are interested in makeup, I like to kind of repeat myself in case there's new people. But I like to take my eyelash glue and literally do a little tiny bit right here and a little on the outer corner while I'm putting the glue on the lashes. And this is kind of going to create like a magnet effect, so when you start to put your lashes on, they're not going to be slipping and sliding all over the place, and they're actually going to grip on really fast. So this is a great tip for beginners. So I still put glue on the actual strip itself, but I put a little bit of glue on those areas. You just wait for the glue on both the lash and on your skin to be a little tacky. They're going to stick so quickly, and you're not gonna have to fuss and fight with them, which is something that I went through a lot when I was learning how to put on lashes. Also, another tip, look down into a mirror, not straight, because that's going to be so hard. You're going to be able to see exactly where you're placing the lash and where you need to kind of squeeze with your tweezer. Okay, so there's the lashes. Definitely added a lot of drama to the look. I haven't really been wearing strip lashes, kind of been going more for the press on lashes, which give like a subtle look, but I'm digging the drama. All right, so I'm gonna put the other lash and I will be right back. Okay, so lashes are on. We're gonna move on to face makeup. Danessa Myricks did recently send over some products, which I'm so excited about. They sent over their Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder, which they sent the universal one, which has no shade, but they also have a new one, which is the Universal Radiant. And this is supposed to help with filling in pores, blurring the skin, smoothing it out, prepping the skin for makeup. Usually leaves like a matte finish, but this one is supposed to have radiance to it, which I'm not sure how that is gonna go. But before I try this one out, I also received their Yummy Skin Glow Serum. So I want to put a little bit of this pink one because I actually was gonna buy this one during the sale, but I remembered that they had reached out. So I just told myself, let me hold off because I'm not sure what they're sending, but it was in the package. So this is the Yummy Skin Glow Serum, Hydrating and Priming Face Serum. It's supposed to give you like a luminous finish while prepping your skin for makeup, but very thin finish at the same time. And it just looks dewy and like very refreshed, and it feels thin on the skin. It doesn't feel thick at all or greasy. It feels super cooling actually. So now I'm gonna go ahead and try the Yummy Skin Universal Radiant. So this product claims to leave a matte yet radiant finish. It is an award-winning visibly balancing balm to powder primer for a smooth, refined finish and all-day absorption of sweat and oil. It comes with a little spatula here, and that's what you can grab your product with so that you don't have to dip your fingers in there. But I'm gonna take about this much and I'm gonna kind of focus it right where I have pores and texture and see what this does. Definitely adds a radiance, and I'm gonna have to look at my pores to see how it's looking once I work it into the skin. It feels very smooth. I definitely see the radiance. I feel how smooth this is on the skin. Not sure what this is supposed to do though, if it's supposed to be blurring or what, because I kind of see my texture a little bit more. But I'm going to go ahead and wait until we actually put makeup over it to see how this looks with makeup on top. Before I start off with any makeup, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of correcting because I always get redness around this area here. And I also just want to kind of add a little bit to my under eye as well. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and use the Charlotte Tilbury corrector in the shade 1 Fair. It's kind of like a salmon peachy color. And I'm going to put a little bit only where I see that darkness, so right there. But we are going to put on concealer, so I don't want to put too much. And then I'm also going to put some right here. This shade is actually perfect for me. I've had this product in my collection for a while, but I haven't really been reaching for it. And I was picking at my skin yesterday and left a horrible scab there. I am noticing that the makeup is gliding on really smooth, and I think it's the Danessa Myricks products. Wow, this color is perfect. I'm gonna kind of clean up right here. Okay, so we have darkness corrected. Okay, so today I want to use this very high-end foundation that I got not too long ago, and I did already use it on my TikTok, but I wanted to try it out again here. So I have 2 shades, and this is the Givenchy Prism Libre Glow Serum Foundation. And I have it in the shade 3N and 1.5N. I think I would have been perfect in between these shades, like a 2N or 2.5N. I'm not sure what they have, but I have to mix these two to get my perfect shade. Another thing I wanted to do, I wanted to mix some of this into my foundation. So this is the L'Oreal Lumi Le Glow Tint, and this didn't work for me. I featured this in the products that didn't work for me video, and someone recommended mixing it into a foundation, and they said that it gives a very beautiful glow to the skin. So I think on one side I'm gonna do that, on the other side I'll just put on the foundation. So this foundation retails for $61, which is pretty pricey. They claim that it is a lightweight, hydrating, non-comedogenic, skincare-infused foundation with a natural finish and buildable coverage that blurs and improves skin over time. That sounds like everything. So if it does do those things, I would say it's worth it, at least for me, because my skin gets clogged so easily. So if it's non-comedogenic, it's skincare infused, natural finish, which I love because it's not too mattifying, and it is a buildable coverage that's supposed to blur. It's a lot of claims. So the coverage claims to be medium. There's hyaluronic acid in this foundation, ceramide. So to one side, I'm just going to do the foundation. On the other side, we'll put the L'Oreal Lumila Glow Tint. 2 pumps of the 3N and 2 pumps of 1.5N. It's kind of runny, but not super runny. So on this side, I'm just going to put on the foundation, and I'm gonna blend that out with my Makeup by Mario F4 brush, which is my favorite foundation brush and pretty much my favorite complexion brush for everything. And this foundation I was very impressed with when I tried it the first time, because it just leaves the skin looking very healthy, and the radiance that it leaves, it's really nice while still covering any imperfections. It's really good at evening out your skin tone. So I would say if you have really bad acne or scars or hyperpigmentation, I don't think this will cover that up. But if you don't mind a little bit of that showing through, like I usually don't mind that, I would definitely recommend this foundation if you want to treat yourself. It blends out effortlessly, no pilling, no nothing. Blend it into my skin perfectly. You guys saw that real time. It literally took like less than 2 minutes. So now that I have this side done, I'm gonna go ahead and add a pump of this onto the foundation and see if that changes the look of it at all. I'm really happy that I'm getting more makeup video requests, because this is my thing. I love perfume. I love to talk about fragrance. I love to talk about body care. It's a passion, 1000%, but makeup and skincare is times infinity. This is just what relaxes me. I love to do makeup. I love to talk about it. I love to try it out. An obsession I've had since I was little, and I don't think it's going away anytime. Actually, not seeing anything bad going on. Like, it's blending in really nicely. I'm just trying to see if this side will have more glow than this side. What do you guys think? So this is the foundation by itself, and here we have it mixed with the L'Oreal. I will say this side looks more natural. This side looks a little more like thick, more makeup. Like, you can tell that you're wearing makeup on this side. So I just don't think that L'Oreal product is for me. It just kind of wants to separate and do its own thing. So for sure, I think I'm ready to say that this is just not for me. It looks much better mixed in with foundation. That is true. For sure, I prefer the foundation by itself. That's just me. I'm kind of seeing more texture on this side, a little more cakiness, while the side without that looks seamless and just effortless. So this one's not for me, unfortunately. But this foundation right here, if you want to treat yourself, if you have dry skin like I do, if you struggle with foundations looking cakey on you, or they're just hard to blend out and don't sit right on the skin, this is beautiful. So natural looking, 10 out of 10. Only thing I don't like too much about it is that it does have fragrance. I forgot to mention that. But when it comes to high-end makeup, for some reason, they just love to put fragrance in their skincare, in their foundation. I wish that they would just stop doing that. Benefit has a new product that I want to try out that I got sent in PR. And this is the Benefit Hula Wave. And this is a natural finish, water-resistant, smudge-proof bronzing balm, and they did send it over with a brush. So we're gonna go ahead and try it out together. I got the shade Original. So here's how it looks. I already swatched it because I couldn't help myself. The packaging is really pretty. And then they have the Hula Wave Maker brush. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dip into here with the brush and blend it onto the skin, and we're gonna see what this does. That was beautiful. This is, wow. Okay, this is one of those like run, don't walk. It blended into my skin without any effort. The brush is super duper soft. It gives your skin this bronzy look like you just got back from vacation, and it blends out so easy. It's kind of reminding me of the Makeup by Mario, is it Skin Perfector? The way that blends, like there's no way that you can mess up with that product. There's no way. And I'm kind of feeling the same way about this, because I'm just adding and adding, and it's just melting into my skin. I want to see what other shades they have. This one's definitely on the golden side for me. And also when you're wearing your hair up, don't forget your ears. That can be kind of like different compared to everything else. So here it is, the side with the benefits. This is the Hula Wave Bronzing Balm, and then here's the side with nothing on. And I think that it definitely warmed up my skin tone. It's not too orange on me. It definitely is warm. I'm gonna check out their shades to see if they have anything that's a little bit more on the neutral side, but I feel like it's just making the skin look healthy and sun-kissed, like if you just came back from vacation. I think this would look really pretty even on top of skincare. Like if you just put some serum, some nice skincare, and then you put this over it to give yourself a bronzed look, you would look amazing. Be sure to blend into your hairline when you're putting on bronzer. And I'm gonna keep using this in my routine, in my rotation. Let me know what you think. I think this is a really, really nice product, and I'm loving it. Okay, so now that we have our bronzer done, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some blush, which I'm very excited for the blush that I'm gonna put on. I got PR from Rhode, which I cannot even believe that happened, but I received some of their products, and I did get this pocket blush in the shade Date Cake, which I think is a new shade, and I am gonna be very careful with this shade because I swatched it on my hand and it's pretty intense. So here's the packaging. So I think I'm just gonna do like one little circle on my cheek right here, and we're gonna see how that's going to blend out. Ooh, that is such a pretty color. Get yourself this brush. It's a miracle worker, and this formula is very forgiving. I feel like you don't want to be too heavy-handed because this shade is pretty punchy, but if you just do that little bit that I did, you're good to go. Ooh, this on vacation. Oh my god, I'm just picturing like vacation vibes with this makeup. This shade is really pretty. It turns into just like a, I don't know why I'm thinking of just like sun-kissed. Like you just got a tan and you're naturally just like flushing. Like this one so much. Definitely recommend. Very easy to blend out. Now that we have bronzer and we have blush, I also wanted to show you guys this product, which I'm only going to put on the places that I want to contour, but Anastasia Beverly Hills did release their smooth blur contour. I've already used this like 3-4 times. So good as well. The packaging is really nice. I got it in the shade Shadow, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of this right here. And contouring is different from bronzing. Contouring, you're going to get more of a chiseled look, and it's meant to sculpt your face, while bronzer just adds warmth. And I like to place it in the areas. When you make that kissy face, you're gonna see where your cheekbone is kind of coming in, and that's where I apply that. But very nice shade, very cool, not warm at all, perfect contour shade. But I'm not surprised by Anastasia Beverly Hills because she used to have really nice contour sticks. I used to use the shade Sable, I think it was called. I don't remember, but it was very cool and beautiful to contour with. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add concealer. I'm gonna do 2 different concealers because I'm not going anywhere today. So I'm gonna use one that's a little bit newer, or not newer, but I guess it was reformulated maybe, and then one that I just never tried before. So on this side, I'm gonna use the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Concealer, and then on the other under eye, I'm gonna use the Lancome All Over Concealer. The Estee Lauder Multi-Use Skin Perfecting Double Wear Stay in Place 24-hour concealer conceals, contours, and highlights. It delivers 24-hour wear and oil control with immediate moisture. So it's supposed to be 24-hour wear. Don't wear your makeup for 24 hours. Don't do that. But it's supposed to be 24-hour wear, oil control, non-caking, non-streaking, non-pouring. I mean, it is claiming to do it all. It's even claiming to pay your rent. Sweat, transfer proof, humidity resistant, water resistant, blurs imperfections. A lot of claims with this one. And then I'm gonna go ahead and search the Lancome. It's supposed to be hydrating, lightweight, full coverage concealer that brightens dark under eyes and covers imperfections without creasing or caking. And this one is weightless, full coverage, ultra blendable, comfortable wear, suitable for sensitive skin, natural matte finish, no creasing or caking. So this one's gonna be a little bit more full coverage. I think this one will be full coverage but a little bit more hydrating. So I'm gonna start off with the Estee Lauder one, super huge applicator, and I'm gonna put some right here and some right here. I've been really liking this Stay brush to blend out my concealer. It has this end, which I don't use too much, but I love this one for concealer. It's domed and it fits really nice in the under eye area. And I'm gonna blend this one out quickly because this one dries faster than other concealers. I forgot to tell you which shade I got. I got the shade 2N in the Estee Lauder concealer. And I'm doing really soft and gentle taps. I'm trying to be a little bit more light-handed because I can be a little rough. I've noticed my skin is finally back to normal. I'm so happy. My under eye is not scaly anymore from that retinol. It's smooth. So this Estee Lauder concealer is definitely really beautiful and applies like a dream, and the coverage is beautiful as well. I always like to go back with the brush that I applied my blush with and marry those two together so that there's no lines. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use the Lancome one, which is new to my collection. And here is the applicator for this one. Same thing. This one is in the shade, I think it's Ivory 110. This one definitely feels a little more liquidy and more hydrating compared to the Estee Lauder one. And the coverage on the Estee Lauder is unreal. This one blends really beautifully too. I had tried it out the other day, but since my eyes were still really dry, it was so patchy. So I'm trying to use it now and see if it's better. And so far, it's blending really nicely. I just applied them, so I don't know which one's gonna wear better or what's gonna happen. But right off the bat, if I had to tell you which one I enjoyed applying more, which one looks better on my skin, I'm gonna say the Estee Lauder one. They're both really nice. This one, I can see more of my texture, and the Estee Lauder definitely looks a little more airbrushed and smooth and flawless. I don't know if the camera is going to pick that up, but I think I prefer how the Estee Lauder one is laying. Honestly, I feel like this is beautiful, and I barely had to put any effort into it, and it just blended in really nicely. But really nice concealers. If I had to choose one, I would go with the Estee Lauder. And then now that I have concealer and everything done, we're going to go ahead and set with powder. So when you're going to set with powder, you want to make sure to press the concealer in again, get rid of any creases before you apply the powder. And I'm going to use this Milani Conceal and Perfect Shine Proof powder. I believe this is the new release, and I got it in the shade 1 Fair. First off, it's really hard to open. I hate the packaging of this. There is like nothing to pull once this is closed, so it's really annoying. But I'm going to go ahead and use this to set under the eyes. I did notice it was a little drying yesterday, but again, my skin is still not quite where it's supposed to be. But I'm gonna go ahead and set the under eye area, and this adds coverage too. This powder definitely adds coverage to your makeup. I'm gonna go ahead and set the other side, and I'm only gonna set my under eyes. I'm not setting the rest of my makeup. Maybe I will with a different powder. This powder is really nice. If you want a little bit of extra coverage, this will definitely give that to you while setting your makeup, and it really set my concealer in place. So that's a really nice affordable option for powder. And then now I have 2 loose powders I want to use. So I have used these before, but I'm paying a little more attention today. So I want to see which one looks better under the eyes. One is more affordable than the other. So this is the Juvia's Place Cotton Candy loose powder. I don't have the names. I feel like I'm not prepared for this video, but this is the way that this powder looks. It's a pink, beautiful brightening powder. And the same goes for the Kosas Cloud Set translucent powder in the shade Candy. So this one is also a pink powder. This one's definitely like a brighter pink compared to the Juvia's Place. So I'm going to apply the Juvia's Place powder to this side, and I'm going to apply the Kosas on this side. So I'm going to start off with the Juvia's Place. I'm going to put my powder puff into the powder and then tap it on my hand to get rid of all that excess powder. Yeah, definitely this side's looking so much better than this side. I see so much texture over here. Wow, this Juvia's Place powder is really pretty. Very soft, and it literally fixed everything that I was not liking on this side. This powder literally smoothed it out. and it gives you a matte finish. Really pretty powder. I'm always very impressed by Juvia's Place. I really like their products. Their eyeshadows are a dream. Definitely, if you're looking for a pink powder, I love the packaging of this. Really pretty packaging. It didn't add too much pink. It definitely brightened, but it's not as crazy as other powders that I've seen. Now we're going to do the Kosas loose powder on this side. And this one is definitely more of a brightening powder than the Juvia's Place. Like, it adds a more brightening effect, but I feel like the Juvia's Place is a little more smoothing. The Kosas one has a little bit of a sheen to it, which I need to let you guys know in case some of you guys really don't like that in powders and you want it to be 1000% matte. The Kosas one has a little bit of a sheen to it. So I think the Juvia's Place is definitely more mattifying than the Kosas one. The Kosas one gives you more of like a realistic look to the skin, but looking at them side by side, I'm really liking the Juvia's Place and the way that it smoothed out that area. This one I can see a little bit more of my texture, which was not showing through with the Estee Lauder concealer. So it did show a little bit more of my texture. It's not horrible though. It's not bad. From far away, it looks very smooth and blurring. It's just if you're looking really close up. Let me set here as well. I do recommend both. This one I recommend if you just want something that's going to be brightening, but you don't really care about something being ultra smoothing and ultra blurring. The Juvia's Place is going to blur the heck out of your skin. Really nice, and it's going to brighten the under eyes. So I recommend both, but right now, the makeup that I'm wearing today, I'm liking how the Juvia's Place is looking so much. So I'm going to go ahead and bronze with the Benefit Hoola bronzer, and this is the new look. I remember when this used to be so much bigger than this, but here is the bronzer. I go so back with this shade. It was one of the first bronzers I think I tried from Sephora. Really pretty bronzer. And very easy to work with too. It doesn't smell the way that it used to smell. It used to smell really, really good. I think they took the fragrance out of it, which is great. Beautiful bronzer. Love it. Nothing bad to say about Hoola bronzer. I did get this Makeup by Mario bronzer during the Sephora sale. This is the Soft Sculpt bronzer in light medium. And this one I have to be very careful with it because this one, if you're not careful, can look a little patchy on the skin. It's definitely more pigmented than the Hoola bronzer. So this one's nice to kind of add little by little with, I like to use a smaller brush instead of the really big side of the hourglass brush, but it is a very pretty bronzer. You just have to be a little bit more mindful of how you're applying it, how you're picking it up with your brush. I would say the Benefit Hoola bronzer is a little bit easier for beginners, and this one is great if you already have, you know, if you're used to doing your makeup. It's a beautiful bronzer. You just have to be a little bit more careful with application. Blush, I have two Tower 28 blushes that I don't think I've tried these yet, so I want to put one of these on. I think I'm going to go with Feliz Fresca, which is a very like bright pink shade. These are the Get Set blushes from Tower 28. They will give such a nice matte finish. That's a lot. Oh yeah, that's pigmented. You do not need a lot of this blush at all, but a really pretty shade. If you like a little bit more of like a noticeable blush shade, this is really pretty. I'm gonna keep it more towards right here. I like to lift my face. If you put it very close to the center, it's supposed to give you more of a youthful look, but I feel like when I lift my face, it does make me look more youthful instead of making it like rounder by putting it on the apples. Sometimes I do it anyway, but today I'm just gonna keep it more towards the temples. Beautiful shade. Definitely blurs out the skin for sure. This blush formula, when you're applying it, will get rid of any texture that you have. So it's like putting a setting powder, but in blush form, and you're getting rid of your pores. You're smoothing out your skin. It literally looks like a filter on the skin. These blushes are just so pretty. I recommend them so much. I love all of the shades. I have some new lip products and I don't know which one to try. But first, let me go ahead and apply a little bit of brown liner to my waterline. I still do that. I have more rounded eyes, I think. Like they're kind of almond but round at the same time. I know a lot of people don't put liner in the waterline anymore, but I feel like it kind of gives me more of a cat eye effect when I do that. So I really like eyeliner right in the waterline. Yeah, I feel like it just pulls the eye makeup together. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm also gonna take a little bit of bronzer And with a pencil brush, I'm going to put some on my lower lash line. And this is also another trick that you can do to make yourself look really put together and make the whole look come together. I have so much new lip products. I have the new Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Line Smoothing Gloss Shades. This is the Strawberry collection. I also picked up the Super Boost Gloss from Makeup Forever. I might just use this one another day with like a very nude lip. But then I also got some products from Rhode. So I think I'm going to use the Rhode lip liner and then put one of these on top. So the Rhode peptide infused lip liner, I didn't even really get too excited about these because I didn't know if I was actually going to enjoy these, but I'm going to try it out today, and this is in the shade Lift. So I am going to powder my lips, and I do this so that it's easier to line my lips, because if I have gloss or balm, the liner is just going to slip and slide everywhere. So here is the lip liner, and let's see how this looks. Interesting. This is like the color of my lips. Like literally it's the color of my lips. It does come with a little smudger in the back. And I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. The lip liner shade I think is perfect to go in my purse because it looks like my natural lip shade. But these are very soft. They're definitely supposed to just like blur and look more natural. I would honestly have to get used to this formula. It's very different from what we're used to. What do you guys think about this? And let me know if you've tried these. I don't know. I feel like I'm almost putting on like a glossy lip liner because they don't really have a matte finish. I think this is really nice for every day with a little gloss on top. But for a more glam look, I would go with my traditional lip liner. So we have 3 new shades of the Lawless Forget the Filler lip plumpers. We have Strawberry Milkshake, which is a very like baby pink, beautiful color. I think I might go with this one. Strawberry Popsicle is more of a fun, juicy, pinky shade. And Strawberry Shortcake is definitely nude. Wow, that's pretty too. I think I'm gonna go with the Strawberry Milkshake shade. Oh my god, that's a beautiful color. It smells like strawberry. It smells so good. Okay, this is for nude lips. It's like a baby pink. I don't know how it's looking with this makeup right now. I might need to blend in a little bit of a darker lip liner to give it a little dimension, but the shade is beautiful. I'm gonna add like a lip liner to the outside. I have Makeup Talk from Morphe. I'm gonna add a little bit. Really pretty though, a milky pink shade. If you're looking for that milky pink gloss, how pretty. Yeah, it definitely needed a darker lip liner. Okay, so definitely check out these shades. If you're looking for a nude pinky milk color, this formula is amazing. It plumps your lips. It does not sting. It doesn't burn. If you have a lot of lines on your lips, this will plump it out and it will smooth it out, and it will just look like very plump and beautiful smooth lips. So I definitely always recommend these Lawless lip plumping glosses. The Rhode, I still need to use some more. I feel like it's gonna be one that I'm going to like on casual days, but not for actually going out and wanting a lip combo to last. It doesn't look like it's going to be long lasting, but still very pretty for natural makeup. Next up, I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 setting sprays. We're gonna do Huda Beauty on this side, and we're gonna do the Kosas Cloud Set Airy Setting Smoothing Mist on the other side. So the Huda Beauty one, you need to make sure that you shake before you use it. This has rice starch, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid. It's alcohol free and fragrance free, and I did test this out already, and it was transfer proof. With a napkin and everything, I pressed my face, nothing came out. I'm gonna go ahead and do one side of my face. This one, the mister's a little more aggressive. It really melts all of your makeup together. Every time that I've used it, I've noticed that anytime that I have powder on, it will melt that powder into the skin and make everything look fast, very seamless, and beautiful. And it does have a little bit of like a blur while still keeping your skin looking radiant. It doesn't suck the moisture out of it or make it look dry. As you can see, I can still see a glow. The Cloud Set claims to hydrate, smooth, and makes makeup look better. So it comfortably sets, it smooths, and it hydrates and balances. It's alcohol free. I love the packaging of the Kosas one. It's so beautiful, those colors mixed together. And then now I'm going to do the other side of my face. And I love the way the Kosas one smells. It reminds me of like some princess makeup I used to wear when I was little, or I used to play with when I was little. Okay, so we have the Kosas and the Huda Beauty. I do see blurring on the Kosas side that I didn't notice unless I compared it. I'm liking this side of my face better. I don't know if it's just the products that I use. Overall, everything looks really nice. My makeup is laying on my skin beautifully, but I really love the way that the Kosas made my skin look very almost filtered. So these two will be ones that I will add to my rotation and I will use them in my routine. The last product that I want to try out, I'm gonna do Haus Labs Bio Radiant Glassy Highlighter Balm on one side and the L'Oreal Lumi Le Glace on the other side. Just to compare them, just so you can see how they look on the skin. I love to see things like that when I'm shopping for makeup, just to compare them. I got the shade Glassy Opal in the Haus Labs, and I just put this on with my finger. So I warm it up on my fingertip, and then I start kind of pressing it where I want glow. And this one never disappoints. I've already used it a few times. You could put a little bit under your brow bone right here to make that look really pretty too. Tip of your nose, that looks really pretty too. I love this product so much. Now let's try to do the same with the L'Oreal Lumi Le Glace highlighter stick in the shade Glassy Pearl. I'm gonna use my other finger to do the same thing. So this one has more of like a champagne glow, and the Haus Labs has more of like a pinky iridescent glow. So that's just because of the shades I picked out, but they're both beautiful. And the L'Oreal is not lifting my makeup either and gave a really pretty glow as well. So affordable option works just as beautifully as the Haus Labs. So Haus Labs and L'Oreal. And I feel like the L'Oreal color is really nice on my skin tone. Okay, so here is the finished makeup look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I really enjoy this look. It's really glittery and pretty. A lot of like pink and purple, violet shades going on, but it's still very dainty and soft. It's not like super in your face, and I really like the products that I used today. I definitely love everything. Everything is laying on the skin really nice. I will say I am so impressed by the Juvia's Place powder. I can't stop looking at that. So let me know which product impressed you the most. If you have tried any of these products, comment down below. Let us know how they are working for you, what type of skin you have, what you're loving. I'm really enjoying these products, and I do recommend the products that I talked about today. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Keep my conscience clear, that's why I'm so magnetic.